I just want to start with the daily here and just say, look at this. Yes, I know that in the stream that we had yesterday, I talked about this scenario, right? And yes, this was at the time, I did believe that this was the most probable scenario. Then that goddamn COVID shit going on again, just, it is what it is, it is what it is. And check my alert list right here. The alerts that I got this day is insane across all markets. You will see that my the USD CHF long, we got stopped out here with that stop loss and profit. Still good trade. I mean, we got TP1 and TP2, then got stopped out here. So still profitable, decent trade, right? You look at the DXY, hit that resistance right here. What day is it? Is it Friday? Yes, it's Friday, so it's open. I thought it was Saturday. Anyway, so we have a dump in DXY right here. You look at the indices. We can look at the S&P 500. Seeing a dump today, but not anything, nothing out of the ordinary, And this is the topic of today's video. What's happening today is nothing out of the ordinary. If you look at Bitcoin on the daily, yes, this is a strong bearish candle on the daily, but it's not the first one we had. We are seeing daily candles like this one all the time in bullish markets. So this is not a problem. What we're seeing right now is actually price hitting that 50% fib. Where did we bounce last time? 50% fib, weekly 20 EMA, got that trend line. Guys, there's no cause for concern, there's no cause for panic unless this area gets lost as support. If we lose this area as support, let's say the news coming out of South Africa, I haven't read anything about it. I just know that there's a potential new, much more dangerous COVID variant in South Africa, I believe. Is it South America? You see, I have no idea, but South Africa, right? Will this be a COVID crash, 2.0? I don't know. But if it develops in a much more bearish way, yes, of course, we could see much more, downwards movement right here. But looking at Bitcoin on the daily, I do still feel like it's super bullish. It's really bullish. Even here, it's very bullish. So there's no cause for concern. There's no cause for panic. We can relax, stay in spot, and I'm actually gonna start buying some more Bitcoin here, because I do believe that this is where we are going to bounce. So I will be buying some Bitcoin here, and then if we bounce, if we have around the bottom here on the daily, I will increase that, add more buying pressure here. And that's basically it. That's basically it. We have two scenarios right here. We got the daily still looking rather bullish on the high time frames on the daily. It's I think the general idea here is we need to look at the closest resistance. Where's the closest resistance? So imagine if this is the bottom, right? Where's the closest resistance? Obviously here, right? So what do we need to do? We need to reclaim that area. Bearish rejection here, probably go lower. But if we break out, reclaim, I think we're good. And then of course the second level for that ultimate strength or whatever would be the reclaim of this level right here, which is the 60k region. So yes, Bitcoin is definitely in a local bearish market structure, but in the overall market structure, very, very bullish. So the bull market is not over just because we're getting this daily candle. The bull market is not over. Let me repeat, the bull market is not over until we see bearish market structure forming on a daily below the, I'd say, the 50k region, right? If Bitcoin starts printing a bearish market structure below 50k, then yes, I will start looking at a potential end of the bull market. But we're not there yet. And I'm not talking about a wick down or even a weekly wick down. I'm talking about proper daily structure below 50, where you have daily bearish market structure below 50, not 1 hour or 4 hour, daily, right? And that's gonna take many weeks for that to play out, right? So we have time to be patient, we have time to sit on our hands and wait for Bitcoin to establish a bottom here. And when Bitcoin does establish a bottom, maybe perhaps look at the altcoin market to see if we see any setups that align with our systems, right? But today, and probably also in the weekend, I do think that if we put in a bottom today, weekend price action might be favorable for taking some short-term longs on all coins, and then exit that on Monday in case we get more bearish development on the COVID situation. But what I want you guys to do and think about here is the idea that you don't need to trade. All right, you don't need to trade. Nobody needs to trade. Nobody's forcing you to trade. And the best trade is the obvious trades. And sometimes the best trade is no trade at all. Honestly, I think that 99% of you watching this video is going to be better off if you take 50% less trades than you are taking today. Because overtrading is the #1 cause for most people to fail in trading. You heard that right. Over 90% of people that try to trade will lose money, either lose everything they own, not own obviously, but lose all their money in their trading capital, or they're going to just stop trading because it's just too hard, right? So over 90% of people that try this profession will fail. They will fail, right? And the #1 cause for their failure is, if you put aside the idea that they don't, or the fact that they don't have a plan, #1 cause for failure in this market, in this game, in this profession is overtrading. Overtrading. If you're trading this and you're not really sure that this is the bottom, or you're just taking a bet, you're overtrading, and you're not supposed to be overtrading because that's how you fail. They're professional traders, unless they have a specific system for trading exactly this type of price action and these dumps, right? If you don't have a system for that, or if you don't know exactly what you're doing at this point, it's better to wait for price to establish some type of bottom and establish some type of market structure after a move like this. Just be patient and wait for the system to form. If you have a setup and a system that you're following, just wait for the entry triggers for that system, right? And in the meantime, if you don't have a system or a specific trading setup that you're looking for, start developing one, right? We're giving you all the tools here in the Congress to be able to develop your own system. Start doing that, and while you're doing that, look at Bitcoin on the higher time frames and ask yourself, is this where I want to be buying? And if this is where you want to be buying, start buying small amounts, and then when you have something like this or something like this, you can add exposure to that, but don't add leverage. Do not add leverage. Buy on spot. If you're going to add leverage, do maximum 2x leverage, and be careful because we don't know if it's going to go like this. We don't know. That's why I don't use high leverage. You can add leverage when you see that there's like something like this, right, where you reclaim lost support and you're back in a bullish market structure and stuff like that. So yes, Bitcoin is still bullish. It's still very bullish. There's no cause for concern. There's no cause for panic. And be patient. Wait for the setup to form. Do not try to catch a falling knife, because people who try to catch a falling knife without having a specific system for that and understanding that the win rate is very, very low, you will lose a lot of money. You will lose a lot of money. And if you try to catch a falling knife with high leverage to revenge trade to win back what you've lost, you will lose more money. So please do not do that. This time today, this day today, this Friday, it's probably a good day not to trade. Right? So let me repeat that. Today is probably a good day not to trade. This is where you're supposed to sit on your hands, be patient, and wait for something to really form, something obvious. All right, guys, that's it for my quick little update on Bitcoin.